Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the new Mattel 6-inch Halo line. This is the Air Assault Spartan in my favorite color, blue. It looks really nice. The molded parts, other than the actual body itself, all of the molded armor, is kind of a metallic blue, so it has a really nice look to it. And then they have those nice painted stripes. He also has some pretty cool weapons, so I'm pretty excited about this figure and about this new line. So let's get this guy off the stand so we can take a closer look. This guy stands just about 6¼ inches, which makes him just about 16 centimeters. Pretty good looking figure, same base mold as Master Chief, and obviously all new armor. All of the armor is interchangeable with other armors. Again, I don't think that's really something for the adult collector, as it won't match the undersuit. But if you're a kid and you like to mix and match armors, you can do that. So that's pretty cool. In terms of accessories, we have the Magnum, which has a nice sculpt and the weapons peg on there, or the peg hole. Definitely could use just a little bit of paint. The solid black plastic's not quite cutting it for that. And then we also have the Hydra Launcher, which has a decent amount of paint, and it looks pretty good. I like the Hydra. It's probably one of the better looking weapons out of all of them. I like it a lot, and it does have the weapons peg hole. So in terms of those peg holes, you can put the pistol on either hip or either thigh. You can see the pegs already in there on that side. And then of course you can put the Hydra on his back where that peg is already stuck in. Now mine does seem to have some weird something going on with this chest armor. I'm not sure, or I guess technically it's the back armor. This one's pretty crooked, so I'm not sure if it just got glued in crooked or if that's a manufacturing issue or what, but that's something to be aware of. As far as paint on this guy, he's got all the paint he needs. I mean, we have those white stripes, we have the blue painted onto the undersuit. Everything looks pretty good. We have some gray bits painted onto the armor. I'm very pleased overall with the look of these figures. And then the visor itself, just enough metallic finish to look good. Doesn't look too cheap, doesn't look too weird. Matches the figure nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. As far as the articulation goes, head can look up. It can look down. Pretty much you can put it however you want to, other than where the armor is. You can't obviously push it through the armor, but pretty good range. I'm happy with that. Shoulder goes all the way up, no problem at all. You can rotate that all the way around. You get your bicep swivel. However, the bicep swivel will make the bicep armor hit the chest armor a little bit, so it's kind of too limited. So we really need a bicep swivel in at the bottom of the bicep, and that will allow us to bring the arm even farther forward so that he can hold his weapons with two hands properly. We have a double jointed elbow, but it only gives you about 90 degrees. That's another thing. I'm hoping when they can add that swivel into the bicep, they can do something about that elbow bend also. My recommendation would be a true ball hinge so that it swivels at both ends and has a perfect hinge in there. That should solve a lot of problems with the posability on this guy. No problem at all then. We have our wrist swivel, which is pretty good. And we have our hinge, so that does help with posability. That's pretty good. For the torso, we have a ball peg. It leans back, it leans forward. This armor is soft, so it won't get in the way too much. And then he can rotate from side to side. He can even lean from side to side a little bit as well. Bringing the hips forward, not too bad. He's probably one of the better ones. The Master Chief mold works pretty well going forward. Going back, not so much, but all the way out to the side is definitely not an issue. If you want to do a nice karate kick, you can do that. For the thigh swivel, no limitation, double jointed knee. You only get about 90 degrees due to the armor, but that's okay. I think that's probably enough for most poses. And then for the ankle, we have the full hinge. Really no problem there. We have our ankle rocker. I do hope they can end up squaring off that ankle rocker a little bit because it really puts the foot at a weird angle. And then we have to talk about the foot armor. This guy's doesn't really fit very well at all. Some of them are better than this. Well, they're all better than this guy. Some of them are even better than others, but this guy, it really doesn't fit over the foot. This armor is not sitting on there at all. So what they really need to do is to put a separate piece that just pegs into the bottom, a solid bottom of the foot, sculpted up, but solid bottom of the foot that pegs in, and it'll cover the heel, and then to have this top piece as a separate one. So you have the bottom piece that pegs in, and then the top piece that pegs in on top of that. Two-part system, just like on the calves here, and I think you would be golden. That'd be aces. They'd be all set. Add a swivel in the bicep, fix that foot armor, and these are figures to be reckoned with. They're already really good, but those two things would make them fantastic. I really hope that happens. Fingers crossed somebody important sees these videos and passes it along. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.